and I asked you for your number again. Please let me have it. And I said, you know what? You upsize those fries and you've got yourself a deal, buddy. So yeah, that was exciting. So you guys, have I told you that I am part of the fitness Planet Fitness? I hate it there. First thing on my agenda when I do find a new job is to also go ahead and get myself in a new gym. Now, till then, I have really just been kind of changing up the times, because this is like the worst time of year at the gym. Everybody has their resolution that they're gonna, have their summer bodies and everything's gonna be great, and you're packing your lunches and you're juicing and you're doing all that shit until Thanksgiving Day, when somebody decides to love you for exactly who you are. And then you go to the gym a little bit less, and then you have one warm day in March and you wear one of those floozy outfits and somebody tells you look good, and you all but stop going to the gym altogether. So with that said, I have decided to enter the planet of another fitness, 24-hour fitness. Now, I haven't gotten there yet, but what I will say is this. I am tired of seeing my ex at the fucking fitness planet. I am tired of talking to him about just meaningless things, which we did again this week. And, for all of you who listen to this show, you know quite a bit about my past in terms of my ex, and just a little kerfuffle that happened between us, and how I kind of seemingly was able to deal with it through therapy and through the love of Christ and the love of friends. And so I really do believe that where I'm at now is indicative of the hard work that was put in, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really happy for where I come. And I don't feel like avoiding him is part of the process. However, I do feel like now that I know better, I do better. So yeah, anyways, who's ready to get into some bullshit? Me, I am. Okay. Shout out to Mariah Carey and the Neptunes, who will be inducted into the 2020 class of the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Wow, that's really exciting for Mariah Carey as well as the Neptunes. And so here's a question that I have for all you Neptunes people. So does the Neptunes only include Chad and Pharrell? What happened to the other dude? He didn't write shit? Because I feel like what was he there for? Y'all know who I'm talking about. He was on the cover of one of their albums, and I don't remember his name. He was the other black guy in the group of Neptunes, I suppose. But yeah, so the Neptunes -1 will be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Now, here's a question that I have for y'all. And this might be just my very own ignorance, but I don't know why I thought, now I'm very well, aware of Mariah Carey's contributions from a songwriting aspect. I don't believe that she's ever written songs for anybody else though, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know the Lambs, Lord have mercy. I know there's a lot of you motherfuckers listening. Please don't get on the hate train and make your stop right in front of me, because I'm just asking a question. But does Mariah deserve a songwriting award if she's never written a song for anyone else but herself? And if I am incorrect about Mariah Carey and her songwriting prowess, please don't be afraid or ashamed to let me know. But I don't know of Mariah Carey writing songs for other people. Now, the Neptunes, I guess conversely, they have not only written songs for themselves, but written and produced songs for a myriad of other artists, which I don't know. I feel like it's not that I don't believe that Mariah Carey deserves to be inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, but I just feel like has she written a song for anybody else? Like, okay, we know she can write songs for herself. I know how to do my makeup for myself. That doesn't mean that I should be inducted into the Makeup Hall of Fame. I know how to slam dunk my makeup and my hair, honey. I can shoot it from the 3-point line, from a half court line. I got this. But that doesn't mean that I'd be good at it when it comes to other people. Does that make sense? I don't know, just my opinion, but we can agree to disagree. Shout out to Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. Smalls, for being inducted into this year's 2020 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I know that there was much ado and celebration with that. Shout out to the whole Bad Boy family and, his children and what have you. This is a major deal, a huge deal for Biggie. And, I'm really proud of that moment. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm proud because posthumously, I think that Biggie is still relevant even now. And I feel that way in the same way that I feel like Snoop Dogg is still relevant to the culture and Tupac is still relevant to the culture. Yes, they have, Snoop is here, so he's able to deliver a lot of albums and cross genres and things like that. We haven't forgotten him. Like, we see him and he still means a lot to our culture. But I think it's that much more difficult when you are posthumously going after some of these awards and recognitions and you aren't able to deliver, music because you ain't here. So but yeah, shout out to that family. This week was a really huge week in delivering music, you guys. Now, I don't know about any of you music heads out there, but we got new music from Dreamville, the Dreamville crew headed up by J. Cole himself. Now, this I come to understand is an extension or like an extension of what their last album was. So I believe like this effort is not considered a all new album, but it is new music, which is kind of an extension of the last Dreamville project. It is heavy on the Ari Lennox side. A few things from Jid, as well as Guap Dad and a couple of other people of the Dreamville roster. So I don't know if you guys have had a chance to listen to that, but if not, I would encourage you to. I think it's a solid effort. And then also Janae Ayoko gave us a little bit more from the Whispers. Now, she dropped a single, I think it's called like Pussy Fairy or something like that, and she also dropped like a little visual for it. I think the song is cool. I thought the visuals, in light of the fact that we celebrated Aaliyah's birthday this week, I thought that the visuals and the choreography gave me a lot of Aaliyah. Aaliyah had a way of gliding through a lot of her choreography. It wasn't about like kind of sticking her moves as much as it was about kind of just catching a vibe, so I don't know if you guys have heard it, but last but not least in this week's drops is Eminem, which I was never one to be a huge Eminem fan, but I guess a lot of you are. So shout out to you guys. You guys got what you were looking for this week. Eminem did drop a new album, and I have not listened to it. I will listen to it at my leisure, I suppose. I believe the name of the album is Songs That You Could Kill To or something like that. I believe the lead video from the album is a play on a tragedy that happened out in Las Vegas, that concert killing. And I think he kind of did some play on that, which here's the thing. Eminem has very much been a shock artist. He's very much gotten a lot of his mystique from delivering not just quality music, but like just shock value creative to accompany the music. And I don't know about you, but that shit kind of wears on me. Like, I don't think that too many people are going to be, I mean, listen, don't quote me on this, but I don't really feel like the kids are going to be like up in arms considering what rap is giving right now. A lot of this kind of grimy, this kind of Grimes flow and this kind of reminiscent flow of old school rap coming from like people like Pop Smoke, who we'll talk about him in a minute. And yeah, so I don't know, whatever. Listen to it if you feel like it. In further music news, as I mentioned, Pop Smoke got himself popped by ending up in jail. So apparently he was trying to transport a Rolls Royce that was not his from California to New York, found himself behind bars because of it. Now, I don't really know too much more about the story, but what I do know is, doesn't Pop Smoke look like a little chipmunk? Like his face is so tiny. Like he strikes me as someone who would be, no more than 5'6", 5'7" at the most, with this adorable little shrunken face. I just think that he just looks like a little thumbprint. Like, he's just so cute. Also this week, the baby who, listen, y'all, why don't y'all leave the baby alone? Why y'all keep fucking with him for? The baby found himself in a hotel altercation with, I wouldn't even call, I guess it's an altercation. The baby was staying at a hotel with, I believe, his infant daughter. As he's walking out of the hotel, a hotel worker asks him if he could get a picture and or a video, and the baby politely told him, which I'm not sure, I wasn't there, so I don't know if it was politely, but did in fact inform the employee that, you know, he's with his daughter, and for the safety of his daughter, he would like if the employee was not taking photographs of him while he was with his daughter. Well, the employee proceeded to walk outside of the hotel while on the clock and still actively pursued an image of the baby being with his daughter. The baby then gave his daughter to a friend or a bodyguard or somebody in his entourage and proceeded to approach the hotel employee and let him know his disdain with him, going ahead and filming him with his daughter while he asked him not to. This then led to a little shoving match, and I don't believe any charges were pressed, but it was seen on video that the baby was being physical with the hotel employee. So I guess we will await what is the happenstance with that. This week in fashion news, it was Paris Fashion Week. So there was much ado. Paris was burning with none of the usual suspects that we would suspect of fashion. You didn't find anybody there who was like, you know, the creme de la creme of the fashion community. You just found a lot of rappers there. Speaking of which, shout out to Offset, who he delivered a collaboration line this week. I didn't really see much of it. I think much of the focus was on him and Cardi B, and her masking herself. I don't know what that's about, but she has been wearing masks for the past couple of weeks. I don't know. I don't think that that's about any plastic surgery. I hope it's not. I think that a lot of that may be just, you know, a little mystique, a little get you guys talking, and which I think a lot of these celebrities are good at. Louis Vuitton headed up their men's show, powered by the creativity of Virgil Abloh. I don't know if any of you saw the show. I thought